we added all those chemicals, you can see we definitely had a big phosphate issue. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna clean the filter over here, get the filter really clean, and then I'm gonna vacuum it to the filter. We're gonna clean it again. First thing I do when I go to any pool though, is I brush down the tile. I want to brush up here because it might stir it. I'm gonna put our nozzle on. Doesn't always work like that.
For how green the pool was, you would think it would be a lot dirtier than that.
Because we're system vacuuming the pool, it's always a good idea to start with a clean basket as well. Put on our brush attachment. Extend the pole all the way. Put it at this last notch on the edge, and it'll sit right below the water level. Right, gonna take out our basket. We're gonna make a loop. Push this as far to the bottom as we can without touching the bottom. Come up. Make a loop. Do that about 5 to 7 times. You want to see all this line right here sunk into the pool. See this last coil right here? I want to see it fall just under the water line. We're gonna go straight into our skimmer, put it in the hole, and then we're gonna pull our vac hose back through. When we're vacuuming to the filter, we always want to take note of the jets. You should see the jets stop as the pump's priming, and when the jets come back on with full force, we'll have suction on our vacuum head. If you look at this pool, pretty incredible that this is all that's in it. See how the jets are starting right now back into our pool? This is everything in the pool. Normally we would net the top first. We don't really want to run around with the net because we know there's going to be dust sitting on all the shelves and everything in the pool. It's going to stir it up, so we're going to go right to the vacuum with this brush attachment. It's going to pick up all that fine dust in the bottom. you see when you pull your vacuum out of the water before you pull the hose out of the skimmer inlet, it's gonna pull all that water and all that gunk that you vacuumed out that's in the vacuum hose, pull it through to the filter. I always start with the swivel end right here, and I go clockwise.
And it makes it easy.
And you leave whatever hose you have just in the pool or on the deck. We're gonna go around with the net 1 lap, maybe 2, then go down with our brush, check the chem, clean the filter once more, and then be all set. With our brush, depending on where you start in the pool will kind of determine how you do it. When we have heavy dust in the pool, our brush vacuum head should have got just about everything, but there's still may be some left. What I like to do is I like to brush down the walls and the shelves first, and then do one long sweep to the main drain on the floor. You see the brush is always going to be moving towards that main drain. Right back at the same point I started. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my pull as long as I can. This pool isn't very wide, so I can easily push all the way across. This is a 20-foot pole. When I pull the brush back, I'm spinning it, putting it right back on that line. Right outside that line I just brushed. Definitely can see some stuff stirred up in there, so a few things that are just gonna have to make its way to the filter. We have a little bit of pigment in the chlorine, so it's basically a 0, but it's a little higher than that. And we are at a 7 on pH. 90. That's a complete 0. See, there's no murkiness in the water. Chlorine, we're going to count the chlorine as a 0. Our pH is a 7.0. Our alkalinity is a 90, and our stabilizer is a 0. Okay, with the stabilizer, that is an acid, so if we're adding stabilizer to the pool, that's going to bring down the alkalinity as well. So this alkalinity being at a 90, we want to try and bring the alkalinity to the highest point that we can actually have in our pool is 120. So we're going to put in, for this pool, we estimate it's around like 12,000 gallons. We're going to put in 4 pounds of bicarb, and that should give us a little buffer room with that, and it also will bring up our pH. Then for the stabilizer, we're at a complete 0. We want our stabilizer at 50, so we're going to put in 5 pounds of stabilizer. That should be around 40 or 50. The chlorine, with it being where it's at, we're going to put in a jug and a half, and then we're also going to put in 4 tabs in the chlorinator just to make sure that the pool doesn't turn backwards on us. And that tabs are also going to help with the stabilizer, and it's going to bump it up slowly. You can see a little bit in here. That's everything that we took out of the pool. Incredible. for watching our video. I'm Spencer. This is Bowie. There's a new video for you to watch right here. Please subscribe right here. If you have any questions, comment in the comment section below and like the video.